If you're looking for a reason why you should study in France, I will give you 10 in this video. Welcome to Francization. I will explain 10 different reasons for you to decide if you want to come to France for studies or not. This is Mustafa and I want to contribute your decision for your next destination for your studies. You might be in the middle of a decision where you should continue to your studies, or maybe you're looking for an adventure in another country. In this video, whether for studies or not, well, mostly for studies of course, you will find 10 reasons to be in France. I'll give you these reasons based on my experiences and some other facts studying in France, so make sure you stay until the end of this video to see all these opportunities. So, if you're a European citizen, the public schools are basically free, and the only fee that you need to pay is 243 euros for master degree and less for bachelor degrees. However, if you are coming from outside EU, the fee for bachelor degree is 2,770 euros per year, and for the master degree 3,770 euros per year. Well, it is still not bad considering UK. On the other hand, there might be a chance for you to find a school that doesn't charge this fee for non-Europeans. I shared a video about this, so check that one if you're interested in. I also heard that a school asks the fee in installments from a student, so maybe you can find a school that you can pay over a year. Don't forget to hit subscribe button below. I will share more videos on education in France. Alright, another reason is good student discounts. Let's start with transportation. If you're in Paris, as a student, you're gonna get Imaginaire for 350 euros for a year, and you can use it in the bus, in the trains, in the metro, all the public transportations in Paris. You can subscribe this transportation card monthly, and it is gonna be far cheaper than buying individual tickets, considering you're gonna go visit a lot of places in Paris or just going to school. Speaking of visiting around, if you like cultural activities, there are endless exhibitions, museums, shows, and art activities. Only talking about museums, there are 130 museums, and I can assure some of them are really huge that you will have to pay several visits. Well, don't worry, most of the museums are free for students. And you can pay a visit to Mona Lisa several times, no problem, it's free. For the shows and exhibitions, you will find cheaper tickets for students, like if it is 15 euros, you're just gonna pay 8 euros or 7 euros or something like that. Another reason is healthcare. I'm talking to you Americans, this country is heaven in terms of healthcare for you. The healthcare system covers 70% of a family doctor, which means out of 25 euros, you will pay around 7 euros for your GP. You can have a complementary health insurance, which is called Mutuelle, and this Mutuelle is gonna cover the rest 30% and some other medical costs like pills or your glasses. For example, a Mutuelle provided from my employer, I got my glasses with full options and daily contact lenses for a year for free. Well, if I didn't have any Mutuelle, it was gonna cost me around 800 euros. I'll make another video about the healthcare system more in detail, so if you want to watch that, don't forget to hit the button below, subscribe button below. I think Paris has a reputation with high rents for ridiculously small studios. Maybe I should make another videos for the reasons you shouldn't come here, maybe later, yeah. But don't worry, CAF is covering some of your rent under APL. It is an aid for rents. Let's say you pay 1,000 for the rent, 1,000 euro for the rent, you can get help up to almost 300 to 400 euros. Of course, if the rent is less, then the help is gonna be less too. Well, there are some tricks to maximize this. I'll record another videos to make it more clear. Of course, when you get a long-term studying visa here, you're eligible to apply to this aid, and you'll find another video on this aid and how to get it. Alright, another thing, France is Western Europe that has a border with many countries. That means from France, you can easily travel to Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, and the other countries in Europe is not far either. There are a lot of cheap fares that you can find, and for the countries that are close, you can just take a bus for 10 to 20 euros and it is return ticket. How nice is that? From the same price, you're gonna find tickets with even airlines companies like Ryanair or EasyJet. Well, of course, before going outside outside France. There are a lot of places to visit in France that you certainly should go. Another thing, you're gonna find a lot of international students in schools that are teaching in English or in language schools. People from very different countries are coming to France to study since Paris has its own charm. When I started my MBA degree, there were people from China, Russia, the US, Turkey, Germany, Spain, Vietnam, Morocco, Ukraine, Colombia, Kazakhstan, Taiwan, India, South Korea, Japan, and many more. You're gonna find a perfect international environment here if it is what you want. Well, international people choose France and especially Paris. If you would like to be part of that, then Paris might be a good idea to start for you. I especially want to talk about cultural heritage here. There are a lot of famous monuments to see here. When you get in the city, you might fall in love with the pattern of the city. It is just beautiful. Well, it is open to discussion. Parisians hate Paris, so if you want to be like local, even though you like Paris, you have to hate it, or maybe you're gonna come to that point naturally. Never mind, you're gonna find beautiful museums to visit. Louvre, Musée d'Orsay, Musée de l'Orangerie, there are only some of them. There's so much cultural value here. There are many books that talks about Paris, great novels and stories that is happening in Paris. I'm just going to share two of them. Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities. It is a story between Paris and London around French Revolution. And the other one is Victor Hugo, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It is the famous novel that Victor Hugo saved Notre Dame, the cathedral at the center of Paris actually. Reading these books in Paris is something else. You feel the book and imagine everything happened in the book. It is the very same streets that you're walking on. It's just amazing. I think it's just amazing. Alright, let me know below in the comments your favorite thing about France so we can discuss what is more charming. Okay, I'm gonna talk about another reason. Let's say you're graduated from your master's degree in France as a non-EU foreigner, then France is giving you a right to look for a job for a year. That means you have a real chance to stay after your studies in France if you find a job or if you start your own company. You can look for a job, you can create your business, it's totally up to you, but it is certain that you have a chance in France after your studies if you have long-term plans here. And on top of that, while looking for a job, you can get unemployment benefits. Well, of course there are certain conditions to meet, but it is doable. I will explain the tricks in my other videos, so if you didn't subscribe Francization yet, hit the button below the page already. So this is gonna be my final reason. If you want to work in big French corporates, France is home to some of the leading international corporations like Airbus, Total, Orange, LVMH, L'Oreal, Danone, and many more. Their headquarters is in France. Or if you're interested in luxury and cosmetic, then France is the right address for you. Well, it could be a little bit competitive, but it's doable. There are also a lot of startups as well, so you might as well check them. One last thing, do not miss the application dates. Most of the time you will have to submit your application around April. The schools are gonna have the application dates on their website, so better check that. So that's all from me for now. I will be sharing more videos later based on my experiences. You might find valuable videos if you live in France or about to live in France in this channel. I hope all this was useful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. You can comment below in this page. I'll try to reply as soon as possible. See you in the next video.